Shako Mako and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a review to the Sony FX30. This is the second camera from the cinema line that I review, so stay tuned. This is a loaner from Sony, so I've been using it for 2 weeks and I have to return it tomorrow. So here is my honest review. This camera is a beast for shooting videos. I don't even know if I took a picture with it or not, but this is what I got it for, is for videos. And the night shot capability, it's a mind-blowing. I actually did the Sony FX30 before this one. I got it and I used it for 2 weeks and I returned it as well. To be honest, I don't see that much different. The only difference is gonna be the lenses. So this one is going to have a lot cheaper lenses because it uses APS-C. And we all know APS-C lenses is way cheaper than a full frame. And the body is a little bit bulkier, but that's understandable because you're getting a more comfortable grip and you're getting a fan. So you can shoot until your SD card is full. And talking about SD card, it takes 2 SD cards and 2 CF Express A. That's unbeatable. And for the file format, you get 4 4K options. The last one is my favorite because that one gives you the most data. It shoots at 422 10 bits, but it's also the one that's going to drain your card very quick because it's shooting at 600 megabit. And I think this option is only available in the cinema line because I have the Sony a7 III and the Sony a7 R5 and both of them don't have it. So if it's only in the cinema line, let me know in the comments below. Of course, what's missing on this one is the viewfinder, but cameras like this, the cinema line, is usually going to be rigged up. So you're going to have the cage, you're going to have an extra monitor and batteries and all these kind of stuff. So you're not going to be shooting videos with a viewfinder. So you don't actually need that. And the body has 5 screw mounts on top and the sides and one from the bottom. So that's 6. So basically it has its own cage. And of course it has a flip screen in case you want to do vlogging with this camera. And let's not forget about image stabilization. That's very, very good. And do you know what feature that I enjoyed the most? You'll be surprised, but actually zooming from here. So I don't have to touch the lens, I can zoom with one hand, full operating the camera with only one hand. But of course you'll need a power lens for that, or use a digital zoom. I really enjoy using the cinema line cameras from Sony. To be honest, if I'm gonna get one, it's probably gonna be this one. It's more affordable. And I already have some APS-C lenses, so I'll be fine. And now let's compare it to the camera that started it all for me, the Sony NEX5N. I mean, look at them side by side. It's like it's its own baby. Sony's really making it different in the camera world. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And until next time, keep shooting and stay creative.